Hey, Jody Shackelford here. Let's take a quick look at your weather forecast for the week. Starting off on Wednesday, August 17th, some sun and thunderstorms in spots, a high of 88 degrees and a low of 72. On Thursday, August 18th, some sun, again, thunderstorms are possible. Now there's going to be a high of 90 degrees during the day and a low of 70 in the evening. Now Friday, kicking off your weekend, August 19th, partly sunny and humid, 91 degrees for your high with a low of 70, dropping down there pretty comfortable in the evenings. And on Saturday, it's looking to be humid and partly sunny. So if you're going to hit the river, it might be a good time to do that because the sky is going to have a couple clouds, kind of give you a little bit of protection from the sun. But make sure you drink lots of water and wear your sunscreen. High of 92, a low of 71. And on Sunday, for if you're going to church or if you're just going to maybe head out to the river, it's going to be sunny and warm all day. 93 degrees for your high, a low of 71 in the evening. Kicking off your next week, Monday, they're calling for some thunderstorms. They're saying maybe. It's a toss-up. Thunderstorms, maybe, maybe not. Who knows? We're going to find out, though. We need some rain. There's a drought in Arkansas. Did you know that? 93 degrees for your high with a low of 70 degrees. Thanks for listening to Spring River Chronicle Audio on the Go. Be sure to be our friend on Facebook, be a fan, subscribe to the paper by calling 856 News, and check us out online at myspringriver.com. Thanks a lot.
You're listening to Spring River Chronicle. Audio on the go.
First National Banking Company. Get checking that pays with Super Plus Checking at FNBC.
Update. Recent death, not a drowning. With new information from the Arkansas State Crime Lab, it has been determined that Stephen Dennett, 15 of Jonesboro, who died August 7th at Buford Beach in Hardy, was not the victim of drowning, but rather suffocation from food. According to authorities, the victim was sent to the Arkansas State Crime Lab for an autopsy on August 11th, after which Associate Medical Examiner Daniel Dye contacted the Sharp County Sheriff's Department with his findings. In the report, Dr. Dye found no water in the victim's lungs or stomach and found that the victim had choked on food. The victim was found to have a bulbous piece of food stuck in his throat and had suffocated. According to the victim's family, the victim had eaten at approximately 2:30 p.m., several hours before he was last seen or heard from. The medical examiner's office has ruled the cause of death as choking due to aspiration of food and terminal submersion as a contributing factor. The manner of death is accidental. Thanks for listening to Spring River Chronicle. Do us a favor and subscribe to the paper. Just call 856 News and get it in your mailbox every week. And don't forget to check us out online at myspringriver.com and add us on Facebook.
You're listening to Spring River Chronicle. Audio on the go.
First National Banking Company. Get checking that pays with Super Plus Checking at FNBC.
Public debate to be held. Sales Tax Showdown by Cindy Harris. The pros and cons of a proposed 1% sales tax for Cherokee Village, slated for a special election September 13th for Cherokee Village citizens, will be the subject of a speaker debate August 25th at 6:30 p.m. at the Cherokee Village Senior Center near City Hall. The Spring River Chronicle is sponsoring the forum where all Cherokee Village citizens are invited to attend and listen to the forum speakers explain their positions both for and against the proposed sales tax, after which they will take questions. The proposed sales tax is a 1% point of delivery tax, which means the tax is paid whenever the buyer takes possession of the product. For example, if you eat lunch at one of the restaurants in Cherokee Village, you will pay the tax there. However, if you buy appliances or furniture in Ash Flat, for example, the tax will still be paid to Cherokee Village as the point of delivery is actually in Cherokee Village, even if it was bought in another city. Another example is that purchases at the Ash Flat Walmart currently have the Ash Flat sales tax applied to them. However, if you buy a TV that is delivered to your home in Cherokee Village, that item will have the 1% Cherokee Village tax instead of the Ash Flat 1.375% tax on it. Once the speakers give a quick rundown of their positions and the reasons for them, the audience will be given a chance to ask questions. For those not in attendance, you may write out your questions and drop them off at the Cherokee Village City Hall anytime up to the day before the event. These questions will be read by the speakers and answered at the forum as time permits. The moderator for the event will be Spring River Chronicle publisher Jody Shackelford, who will be present to ensure the forum stays on topic and moderate the length of questions and answers. The purpose of this forum is to have an informed citizenry by the time the polls open on September 13th or by September 6th for those early voting. Thank you for listening to Spring River Chronicle Audio on the Go. Be sure to subscribe to the paper and check us out online at myspringriver.com.
You're listening to Spring River Chronicle. Audio on the go.
First National Banking Company. Get checking that pays with Super Plus Checking at FNBC.
Police Solve Burglaries by Cindy Harris. According to an affidavit for warrant of arrest on July 16th, a report was filed with the Cherokee Village Police Department for a burglary and a theft at 29 North Lakeshore Drive, with some 75 different items listed as stolen. On July 27th, a search warrant was obtained and executed at 156 Cherokee Road, where Jason Evans was living. In that search, more than 10 of the items listed as stolen on the report at 29 North Lakeshore were identified and seized. Some of the items seized included furniture, household items, tools, and industrial equipment from the burglary at 29 North Lakeshore and other burglaries reported recently. At least 97 stolen items were recovered as a result of the search warrant. A complete list of recovered items and the value is still being compiled. Another burglary and theft report at 42 North Lakeshore was filed on July 30th. Police Chief Ricky Crook noted, "While reviewing the report, Sergeant Monty Lane and I realized that some of the items that were at the Evans residence that were not seized matched the items listed on the July 30th burglary report." Officer Lane called the victims from the 42 North Lakeshore burglary and got a better description of several of the items, which he confirmed matched the items at the Evans residence. Chief Crook noted in his report that it was possible that even more items of stolen property are at the Evans residence and had not been yet reported as stolen at the time of the search. Chief Crook stated the approximate value of the items that have been claimed or identified as $39,000. This does not include items that have not been claimed or have not been reported as stolen. The investigation is continuing into all the recent burglaries. Jason Evans has now been arrested on felony charges of residential burglary and theft of property, with at least one other residence where property listed on the burglary reports has been found, and with 3 additional outstanding arrest warrants yet to be served. Thanks for listening to Spring River Chronicle Audio on the Go. Be sure to subscribe to the paper at 856 News or check us out online at myspringriver.com.
You're listening to Spring River Chronicle. Audio on the go.
First National Banking Company. Get checking that pays with Super Plus Checking at FNBC.
Collins Smith Switches Parties by Cindy Harris. The Arkansas State Legislature felt a slight shift in the balance of power August 10th when Sharp County's State Representative Linda Collins Smith announced a move from the Democratic Party to the Republican Party, setting the count at 54 Democrats to 46 Republicans in the State House of Representatives. Speaking to an audience of approximately 30 of her family, friends, and colleagues, Collins Smith began by saying, "You all know that I'm conservative. Anyone who voted for me knew that I was conservative, and they knew that I was going to stand up for the citizens and for the people of Randolph and Sharp counties. Collins Smith joins 3 other state legislators in Mississippi and 5 in Louisiana who also changed from Democrat to Republican since the beginning of the year, while in contrast, 2 legislators made the switch from Republican to Democrat in both Kentucky and Alabama during the same period. Collins Smith said that she had joined the Republican Party after much thought, prayer, and discussion with her family. I came to Little Rock in January to carry out a solemn pledge that I made to my friends back home and to all of you. A pledge to be a different kind of legislator, she said, one who would stand for family values, those of the real Arkansans, and who would be a constant voice for those values even in the face of party politics and pressure. Collins Smith then explained how she started as a Democrat, saying, I ran as a Democrat because I was raised as a Democrat. My father was a Democrat, my grandfather before him. She continued, however, I believe that my first duty in casting votes was to my constituents back home rather than to political parties or to professional politicians. Collins Smith then continued by saying that the voters made it clear they were fed up with partisan politics, where hanging on to power is more important than good government and getting reelected is more important than listening to the people when they speak. I listened. I get it, she said. Originally, she went to Little Rock as a Democrat, believing it was not too late for Arkansas's Democratic Party to reject the far-left drive of the National Party, and that she wanted to help move it back to the views and the values of the everyday people. She went on to say that unfortunately she found the politics of Washington and the liberal left had become so entrenched in the Democratic Party of Arkansas that there was no room for real conservatives. The state Democratic Party marches lockstep with the National Party, and it tolerates no independent thinking within the ranks, she added. I know because I lived it. Because of these and other issues, I have made this decision. She went on to state that she believes the Republican Party most closely holds the principles of a government that manages its finances wisely and lives within its means, and that encourages the development of businesses, both large and small, to create jobs, as well as government that values and protects the life of everyday citizens from the womb to the grave without trying to regulate everyday life and personal choices of law-abiding citizens. I have not changed, Collins Smith said. I have not left the Democratic Party, but the party left me, and I believe that it has left behind the good, decent, freedom-loving people of Arkansas, she concluded. Arkansas State House Minority Leader John Burris introduced other Republican members of the Arkansas House of Representatives who had come to support Representative Collins Smith. State representatives in attendance included Representative Terry Rice of District 62 in Fort Smith, Representative John Eubanks of District 84 near Paris, Representative Jonathan Barnett of District 97 in the Siloam Springs area, and Representative Nate Bell of District 22 near Hope, Arkansas. For more information, contact Linda Collins Smith at 870-378-1434. Thanks for listening to Spring River Chronicle Audio on the Go. Be sure to subscribe to the paper by calling 856 News or catch us online at myspringriver.com.
You're listening to Spring River Chronicle Audio on the Go.
First National Banking Company. Get checking that pays with Super Plus Checking at FNBC.
Sing Baby Sing, the 4th Annual Junkin' Jam by Logan Moore. With the Hardy Junkin' Jam Music Festival just around the corner, the first 4 contestants moved on August 11th in the Main Street Hardy Singer Search, where the top winners will get the chance to strut their stuff on stage in front of the Labor Day holiday crowd at Loughburg Park in Hardy September 3rd. They will be joined by 8 additional contestants in 2 more contests, August 18th and August 25th, to reach the finals to be held at the Junkin' Jam event. The 4th Annual Junkin' Jam will take place September 3rd in Loughburg Park from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. The event combines the unique Spring River area crafts with family-friendly music, and the proceeds will help fund future projects of the Main Street Hardy Foundation. The event will feature a wide variety of antiques along with crafts made right here in the Hardy area, as well as items that locals may not be so familiar with. Vendors from outside the area will be present at this year's event. There will be a wide range of booths containing flea market items and a food court full of food and beverages for all to enjoy. The Main Street Hardy Foundation aims to provide an environment of fun for all ages, including a kids zone featuring a petting zoo along with various other child-friendly activities. We aim to keep this a family-oriented event. There will be activities and merchandise for all ages, Main Street Hardy Foundation Executive Director Al Cortez said. We will have vendors from across the state, and it will be a picker's dream. While the merchandise is a major part of the festival, the other major focus of the day will be on the musical performances. The Music Jam will feature the finest talent in the Spring River area, taking stage throughout the day. A new and exciting addition to this year's event will be the All-Star Jam Band, a group of accomplished musicians from the area playing on stage together for the first time. There will be 2 shows in between the final competition performance of the top 12 contestants of the Main Street Singer Search. The results of the judging of the 12 performances throughout the day will be revealed at the Junkin' Jam, a culmination of a month-long series of contests that will give a lucky winner the opportunity to work with industry professionals, to record, and to move toward a career in the music industry. And this is all provided by our good friend Doug Driesel with Lake Paradise Studios. This will be the ultimate combination of musicians in the Spring River area performing live on the main stage. You won't want to miss this talent, one member of the foundation said. The foundation is confident that the new additions and hard work will make for a better than ever Junkin' Jam this year. And for more information on the event, please contact the Main Street Hardy Foundation at 856-3571. Thanks for listening to Spring River Chronicle Audio on the Go. Be sure to subscribe to the paper at 856 News and check us out online at myspringriver.com.